Yo, what is up, my beautiful people? Here I have the ROG X, and at max power, it plays the latest AAA games pretty well. But what happens when you unplug that power and you're no longer getting 30 watts, and then you take that TDP down to silent mode? You can't really expect to play the latest AAA games at such low power. So today, I'm going to be showing you 13 games that you can play at 13 watts and still have an enjoyable experience on the ROG X. Because maybe you want to extend that battery life. We know we have 80 watt hours, but maybe you need a little bit more battery life. So I'm going to be showing you 13 games that you can play at only 13 watts. Now, here are some of the requirements. We're not going to be playing at 720p or lowering the settings to crazy low. We're going to be playing at the full 1080p, and we're going to be trying to get 120 hertz with these 13 games. So we're not going to try to, play a game at the lowest possible settings just to say we did it. We are going to be playing games that run comfortably at 13 watts. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Okay, so our first game is Dead Cells. Now, Dead Cells is arguably one of the best indie games of recent years, and it's just a fun game. It's like a platformer roguelike style game. The gameplay is fast, and the controls are tight. It's just a fun all-around game. Every time you play it, it's slightly different, and it's a game that I really think is one of the best of the last few decades. Now, what's great about Dead Cells is that it only takes 7 watts to reach 120 FPS. So we are well under that 13 watt threshold, and you can play this game pretty much all day, considering that it only takes 7 watts to get 120 FPS. This is a great game if you're looking to extend your battery life but still have a great time playing the game. So yeah, definitely highly recommend Dead Cells, one of the best indie games of recent years, and it only takes 7 watts to hit 120 FPS, and you can't really ask more for that, in my opinion. Okay, so another great game to play at 13 watts is Hades 2. Now, this game is still technically in early access, but it's an amazing game. It runs great. It's also another roguelike game, but it is one of those indie games. It doesn't require too much power to play, but it's still a great time to play Hades 2 here. So I highly recommend this game. Very fast gameplay, and every time it's different. So you never know what you're gonna get, and you have a great time. Each run you have is a little bit different. Okay, so this next game is called Riptide. It's like a futuristic jet ski racer game. That's pretty much the best description I can give it. But just check out the gameplay. It's fast, it's fun. It reminds me of like those old school games. But yeah, this is definitely a fun game to play right here. You can do tricks and then wipe out if you're not careful. It only takes around 10 watts to run at 120 hertz. Right now it's only taking around 6 watts. Okay. If you are OG Xbox 360 gamer, you know this one right here. I used to play this more than I played actual games on the Xbox 360. This is Geometry Wars, and it is a classic right here. This game right here, I used to spend hours playing this on my friend's Xbox 360, and we used to make up challenges for ourselves because it doesn't really have like any like official challenges or levels. Like, we used to make up our own challenges. Like, we used to see like how close we can get to the enemies without hitting them. Like, we used to see who was the best at dodging, and we used to make up all different like mini games for ourselves. This is like an Xbox 360 classic here. So many great memories of Geometry Wars. Yo, this is just a classic game. It only takes like 10 watts to run at 120 FPS. And this game right here, this game takes me back, man, to the good old days of gaming when it was a simpler time, you know. And what I love about this game is that it seems simple, but every shape has like a different attack pattern. And it's helpful to learn all of the different attack patterns for all of the different shapes. And it's just a simple but fun game. It's what I call like the arcade style fun. Like there's no story, there's no real objectives other than just get a high score. And these are the type of games that I love to just hop in and play when I have, you know, just a few minutes to get some gaming. Okay, this next game seems like a random one, and if you're like a hardcore gamer, you may just brush this off. But Cat Quest 3 is a legitimate gem in gaming. Anyway, you play as a cat, but you're a pirate, and it's hard to explain. But just take a look at the gameplay. Don't overlook this one. This one is a legit action RPG with some pirate action. Check this here. We got some pirate action going on here. I can actually swim to escape my enemies on this little island here. I have a melee weapon. Check this, melee, as well as a ranged weapon. And watch this. Let me call my ship. Okay, here's my ship. Watch what happens when I get on the ship. Check this out. I can actually engage in aquatic battles here. Battles with other ships. Now you cannot tell me that this is not a legitimate gaming experience here. I'm a cat pirate and I'm fighting on the 7 seas here, and this is just a legitimate fun time. Got him. Look at you guys. I'm finding treasure. I'm taking on pirate bosses. I'm leveling up. I mean, you can't tell me this isn't a legitimate gaming experience, you guys. This is a full action RPG. Look, I got new armor, new gadgets, new weapons. Like, don't sleep on Cat Quest 3, man. I'm not even a cat person, but this is just a legitimate fun little game to play. Hop in, hop out, and have a good time. You know, just making your way through the pirate's life. And not much else I can say about this one. Check it out. Okay, so this game is the opposite of what you might call a kid's game. This is Akane. Short story is the Yakuza took out your family, so you trained as a warrior and now you're seeking revenge. Yeah, top down, one hit, one kill, and you're just seeking revenge against the Yakuza. And that's pretty much any story. And your goal is just to get as high as possible and keep progressing. You unlock new weapons by completing objectives, but it's just this one arena. Pretty fast paced, pretty fun. It just tests your reflexes and your skill, because if you get hit once, you're done. So yeah, that's the fun in this game. Just trying to see how far you can go and trying to avenge your family. You get different weapons, different abilities. And this is a game that you have to be paying attention the whole time, or you're pretty much gonna get taken out. So after every 100 enemies, you have to fight the boss. And as you fight the boss more times, it gets harder and harder each time. That was not a good demonstration, but yeah, this is a kind of pretty fun game, pretty fast paced, nice to just hop in and see how high you can go. So yeah. Okay, this is for all my rally fans. This is Rush Rally 3. Pretty fun little rally game. Not the best graphics, of course. You're going to be playing at 13 watts, but it's a fun game nonetheless, and I really do enjoy it. You can take the graphics up if you want, but it has a great range of, you know, graphical settings and performance. So I do really enjoy this game here. For all my rally fans out there, this is going to be one to really, you know, keep you having fun for a while. Okay, so this next one is called Orbital Bullet. It's like a side scroller, but you're only going in a circle, and then of course there's levels you can go up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You have different weapons, different ranged weapons, and different enemy types, and you pretty much just going in a circle, and that's the whole game. Go in a circle, go to the next level, and just keep going. Yo, check out this gun. This gun goes around the entire circle at once. Okay, this game is called One Finger Death Punch 2. I never played One Finger Death Punch 1, but anyway, it's like those old stick figure fight animations we used to watch back in the day, but it's a game. As the name suggests, it only takes one finger to play, so just your thumb. It only has 2 buttons to control. And yeah, let me just show you how it plays. So to hit on the left, you press X. To hit on the right, you press B. That's it. That's the only controls. Okay, so this game is called Impaler. It's a first-person shooter in like a retro style, and it's called Impaler because you can throw these spikes that can spike the enemies. You can also help you jump up higher, and then you can come crashing down on the enemies. And it's just like an old-school FPS game, dungeon and arena style game. Pretty fun. Doesn't require like any story or narrative. You're just in this little arena, and you have to see how far you can go. It does get harder as it progresses, and you can go to slightly different arenas depending on how far you go. But yeah, Impaler, just a fun retro style FPS game here. Okay, so our last game was a first-person shooter. This is a first-person hooper. And I know it sounds crazy, but as the name suggests, it's a first-person hooper. I mean, it's first-person and it's a basketball game. And there are different modes, like an arcade mode, where they give you like different spots to shoot. Or you can just play the Zen mode, where you can just run around, dribbling, and then you can shoot when ready. And this is the whole game, you guys. I just bricked that one, but it's really just a first-person hooper game, as the name suggests. Oh, there you go. Perfect release. Let me show you the arcade mode. So in the arcade mode, you have a set amount of time, and then you have to get like a high score, and they give you different spots to increase your score. So right here, you can see I'm in one of the spots, and if I can make it from here, I will get a score increase. as you can see there. And this is like the whole game. Okay, so this game here is called Alpaca Ball, and as the name suggests, you're an alpaca and you're playing football. Don't ask me why, don't ask me if that makes sense, but just check out the gameplay. Alpacas playing football, that's the premise. What a shot. Okay, so our last game here is also animal themed. It's called AK-xolotl or AK-xolotl. You play as an AK-xolotl with a gun. It's sort of like Enter the Gungeon, but with an AK-xolotl. Like I said, don't ask me why an AK-xolotl has a gun, but anyway, this is the game here. An AK-xolotl with a gun, and it's pretty fun here. Okay, so that was 13 games that you can play at 13 watts. And to be honest, guys, most of these games didn't even take 13 watts. Like this game and many other games only take like 7 to 10 watts. Yeah, I hope this can give you some inspiration of, like, you know, some games that you can play at low, you know, power settings. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below if you've played any of these games, or maybe you're thinking of playing some of them now. Leave a comment down below and let me know if any of these games are interesting. If I should do another, you know, game list like this, let me know in the comments down below. And I'd love to talk to you. Let me know what games you're playing at low wattage, what games you like to play when you're trying to get the maximum battery life and you don't really need that much performance. Let me know all of that in the comments down below. And as always, like, subscribe, ring that bell, and all that good YouTube stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna go back to being AK-xolotl with an AK. So yeah, actually this is a shotgun. But anyway, you get the idea. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.